Listen, bro, since the start of Black Ops 7, I know your aim has not been good. How do I know? Because my aim wasn't good at the start. Hey, I'm being honest. I couldn't win gunfights, everybody keeps killing me, and I'm wondering, yo, how are you aiming better than me? How is your aim assist stronger than mine? What am I doing wrong? Like, am I just like bad now? Like, what is going on? And the problem was, I was using my settings from Black Ops 6, and I didn't optimize them for Black Ops 7. So I had to go through all the settings, especially for controller, to see what settings will give me an advantage and make my aim better. So I'm gonna give you 3 controller settings that is for sure going to make your aim better almost instantly. So go grab your Pringles, go grab your lotion, go grab your crusty sock that you have under your pillow that you sleep with at night, because it's about to get sneaky.
She say she faded, faded, everything is faded.
Yo, what's good, Brody? So bet. So your aim is not as good as Warzone or Black Ops 6, and you're wondering what's going on. Well, first let me tell you, you are not the problem. Yes, let me just take that weight off your shoulder. The problem is, since there was such a huge change in the aim assist, everything now just somehow feels different. Now, of course, we're not getting that as strong aim assist anymore, so we're gonna actually have to work on our literal raw aim. The better our raw aim is, the better the aim assist can work with our aim. Capiche? So let's get into the setting. The first setting I want to talk about is your ADS transition timing. So when you go in controller, aiming, and aiming advanced settings, you will see ADS sensitivity transition timing. Now, the reason why this is so important is, in previous years, we would play on gradual. That would be the default. Some people wouldn't even bother to change it because it just feels natural to them, which is fair. However, this year, it is very important to put this on instant. Now, why? Tracking in this game is very important since the aim assist is weakened, or it's in a weakened state. So any advantage we can get with tracking is going to be beneficial to us. Now, the reason why this is better, if you read the description for gradual says, now why is instant the choice for this year? It's simple. The movement is a lot crazier, the aim assist is less, so we will need to have full control of our stick as much as possible. We can't depend on rotational aim assist anymore to aim for us. We can't do that. We will have to use settings that will immediately respond to our input, so we can efficiently track and follow what we're seeing on our screen. Now, instant means instantly, so as soon as you ADS or aim down your sights, your sensitivity is going to be present, is going to be applied, versus gradual is going to actually take some time for it to apply to your sensitivity. And after zoom is your sensitivity multiplier is only going to be present after you're fully ADS or fully zoomed in. Now, you can also check other people's settings, like for example, some of the pros, they play on instant as well because they know the sauce, they know the deal. Now, our next setting that we're going to be looking at today is going to be aim response curve type. There is actually a huge debate going on right now whether it's, hey, should I use linear or should I use dynamic? Now, if you use standard, that might be the reason why you feel slower or your aim is not up to par versus what it used to be in the past. Let me explain. Standard paired really well with the old aim assist that we had before in like Warzone or BO6. Standard would actually be a viable option. Again, because of the aim assist nerf, we're going to need something that's going to be more snappy, more quick. As soon as we move or stick, it needs to move. So what a lot of people do this year is that they play linear. However, what I recommend is that if you play linear, put your response curve slope scale all the way down to 0. Don't question it, just trust me. If you're going to use dynamic, I would recommend, of course, leaving this on default, leaving it on 1. Either one that you use, please keep in mind that instant is where you're gonna have the most effectiveness. So if you don't have this, change to instant. These might not feel as good for you. Now, if you've never messed with these settings before and actually don't know what they do, let me do a quick little rundown. What dynamic is, it's a S-curve map. So basically it starts fast, it slows down. So when you move your analog stick, your screen will go fast and then it will slow down. That's the easiest way to explain it. And with linear is one constant speed. So it doesn't speed up, it doesn't slow down, it's one constant speed. So if you turn linear on and just spin in a 360, it will be the same speed or the same rate the entire time. Versus dynamic, if you did a 360, as soon as you move your stick, you will see it. So remember, it's either dynamic with 1 on the slope scale or linear with 0. So keep that in mind. Now, the last setting we're going to be going over for today, which is definitely not the least, ADS sensitivity. In the past, I would tell you, yo, you need to change your low zoom to something lower than 1.0. Why? Because 1.0 is going to be too fast. It's going to be too responsive to the point where you can't accurately track because you're basically swimming in your sense, quote unquote. This year, I would actually tell you to use 1.0. There's going to be people wall jumping, wall bouncing, diving, all that. In order to efficiently keep up with all that movement, having your low zoom on 1.0 is actually helpful this year. Now, if you feel like that's still a little bit too high, I would recommend probably turning it down to like 0.80, but keep in mind, this is going to turn down all of your senses, whether that's high zoom, low zoom, so I would recommend going over to aiming advanced settings and then turning on custom sensitivity per zoom and then just changing it there. I need you guys to remember one important thing, and please actually remember this. If you're playing this game for the first time or you're playing for a couple days and actually don't have the right settings, nothing will be better than just playing the game and getting used to it. Trust me, my first day compared to my third day and now, two completely different things. So you need to actually spend some time with this game and understand the mechanics a little bit more, because it does not feel like Warzone nor Black Ops 6. The aiming does not feel the same. So please actually play the game. Sometimes it might get a little bit frustrating, but take a little break, watch a movie or watch some gameplay of somebody else or whatever you do in your spare time, and then come back a little bit later and try again.
Establish UAV above.
UAV above. Sensors are capturing your objectives.
The field took the hard point.
Timeline halfway checked.
Hard point located. Hard point locked down. Hard point is active. Got the hard point.
UAV perimeter established. Angel server.